excited to be with you once again. I'm Arthie Moore, Compassion Leader of Influence, and I'm excited about today's topic because it's all about self development and more than that, the secret to fulfilling your job demands. So, if you're a business owner or you're an employee, I think this is relevant because this is all about you as a human being. I mean, when you look at a business owner, a lot of pressure is put on the business owner to actually find out what the employees need, what they want, and they think you've got a magic wand and that you've got this amazing insight to work out what their needs are. And I find that when you're looking at the different aspects of our topics, I think it is brilliant to know that you don't have to know everything. And if you're missing out on some of what I'm talking about today, you want to be going onto our ibgr.network website because on our website we have all of our show notes and there's an incredible range of hosts on there. What's brilliant as well is that all of our talks become podcasts. So you can actually listen to this in the comfort of your own home, wherever you're at, and know that we're here for you. And so when you go to our website, you'll also get to connect with amazing insights from all aspects of your business. Remember that IBGR is our call sign as a radio station, but we're more than that. We're a network. And I want to welcome you to join this network of incredible people. We also have got our version of a Chamber of Commerce. And when you go onto our website, you're going to find incredible people that you can connect with. So don't lose out, don't miss out. At the moment, you're listening to my episode, and that is the People Skills for Success Lane 4 and Season 3, and today's episode 3, which is exciting because I'm stretching myself doing this, and I know that when it comes to self-development, and that was my topic for today, I realized that for myself personally, in order to grow and to succeed in life, I need personal development and I need self-development. Now, what's the difference? Personal development will be for all my personal aspects of where I want to go in life. But when I look at self-development, it's going to be the type of development that helps me to inspire and impact other people because I've looked at areas where I am lacking, or I've looked at my strengths and my weaknesses and I realize that there's various areas that I am not competent enough in. So there's always room for improvement. So self-development is a lot more focused in that I'm looking at how I can add true value, quality value to the people I interact with by upgrading my own skills. And I know that skill sets and development within the work environment is an imperative. Because when you're a manager or an owner, there are three areas that you would look at when you are bringing people into your business. It's the job fit. You look at whether that person or that individual is good at their job, whether they're eligible for it, what their experience, work experience, education is, what's their character and personality for that environment, and does it fit in with the job description or selection process you have chosen. And then there's skills development. And there's many areas to actually consider in this. But one area is what are the expectations from the individual and then the organization as well. And so when you look at that, you now throw in our automation that is coming in with our 4IR and technology. I mean, how much more development do we need to actually give to people now, realizing that it is a brand new, it's a brand new aspect for many people. I mean, not many people have even thought about the importance that technology would play, especially until lockdown occurred and everything's going online. Everything that people are experiencing is through using technology to connect because they were forced to do it. I mean, I was talking to a client the other day and they said to me, do you realize that when this happened, our company expected us to know how to use Zoom and how to do it professionally, and then to also be able to achieve and be productive. Now, this is 6 months down the line. They are still battling. So, at what point did the business realize that the people are suffering and are not able to actually handle the stress and the pressure because they did not receive the skills development or the training that was imperative to that part of of their building in the business. Now I know that business has changed and it shocked a lot of people because they did not understand what was going to happen. But now look at it from the employee's perspective. They want to be competent, but they don't understand where to look for development if the business owner or the manager or the employer doesn't even see it as relevant. I mean, when you look at employees, they are crying out for support, but a lot of them complain that they're told to suck it up, work it out, get over themselves, but get the job done. Now, that is the most dangerous stance anybody can take in an environment. And then a lot of people cannot understand why talent retention is a problem, why success planning or succession planning is an issue, why they do not have people who are willing to share their knowledge and wisdom and mentor others because they're afraid to lose their jobs. What has that got to do with skills development? Well, if you have people who are confident in themselves and they understand what it means to the company that everybody grows, then there will be a knowledge sharing platform that is untouchable. It means that everybody is on the same track of understanding and belief that together we grow, that united we have strength. There's a saying in South Africa, unity is makes strength. And I find that that is so important because we miss the point on self-development. We want people to be competent, but we don't give them the ability to grow. But who takes responsibility for the growth? It is not just the employer or the business owner. It's also the employee. And why I said self-development is because at some point individuals need to understand that it is their imperative to grow if they want to actually go into or create a lifestyle that they deserve. And I always talk about that. There's a difference between living your life and creating a lifestyle. A lot of people go through life, through the mundane, everyday things that they've gotten used to. I don't have, and it's okay. That's life. Who says so? Everybody says so. And then when you say to them, hey, why don't you listen to podcasts? Why don't you listen to TED Talks? Have you thought of going on to YouTube and watching motivational videos like Goldcast? And they ask me, but what's that got to do with anything? I use YouTube for music. That's all it's worth. And okay, well, what about Netflix? How much time do you spend on Netflix? Oh, tons. What are you watching? Horror movies, action movies, romantic comedies. And my question is, so why aren't you watching a combination of other things that can grow your mind? Because Netflix also has got amazing biographies and real life stories that challenges your mindset. You see, self-development and how this works in the work environment is that you continue your growth and your development outside of the business environment. You're not limited and you're not stuck that whatever you learn has to be only specifically for your job. No, I think self-development's got a lot more to that and many more aspects. And I think one of the most incredible things that's worth delving into or getting to understand a bit better is where does your personality type and your learning style fit into this when it comes to self-development? And I find that a lot of people resist wanting to listen to audiobooks or podcasts or read books even watching things that could develop them simply because it does not tune in to their learning style or personality type. And one of the areas I found that is really fascinating, you can Google VAK, and that allows you to then step into a very different realm of understanding yourself. Before you can develop yourself, you need to know yourself and understand yourself. And you see, communication is one of the greatest areas that once you start to develop it, you realize there's so much more to know. There's so much more to understand. And it's really fun to delve into things like this. So visual audio kinesthetic is learning styles where every single human being on this earth was born with this ability to take in information through visually watching things and taking in pictures. Auditory through listening, through rhymes, rhythms, and through audio maps. And kinesthetic through movement, through stimulating all the senses. And if you understood where you fit in there, if you understood where your people fit in terms of their learning styles, knowing that as they grow older, two learning styles always becomes more dominant. So knowing and understanding the simplicity of their learning style and what their personality type is allows you to engage with them more meaningfully and ask them questions in a way where they feel safe enough to answer you. And when you find out what their strongest learning styles are, you're then able to give to them different avenues of development, skills training, whether it is on one-to-one training, whether it is mentorship, whether it is a multi